Anytime you're playing music for the crowd instead of yourself, you're fucked. Anytime you're playing music for the crowd, you're fucked. Anytime you're playing music for the crowd instead of yourself, you're fucked.
is human. My body is manufactured. I am the first of my kind, but I will not be the last. Be the last. First of my kind. Be the last. First of my kind. Be the last. My mind is human.
And we are back from our short break. Coming up, it's Infusion once again, and this time Full and Wintermute will duke it out. With me, I have Infrequent and Krim. How are you guys doing?
I'm doing great. Get to see this exciting match between two teams with a lot of skill between them. I honestly don't know who is going to win. We'll see shortly.
Infrequent?
Yeah, Fusion is an excellent map. It's always been my favorite map, and to see two teams like this face off against each other, like these are two polar opposite teams, right? You've got Full, who are just like insane meat space players, and then you've got, yeah, like I said, the polar opposite. You've got Prox, you've got Binny, you've got Alpha, you've got Muted, and the likes who have really good meat space presence, but then again, like they can shut them down in cyber pretty well. So, on a map like Fusion, like you can have those dead stops where gas, turrets, teleporters, like they can waste a lot of time. So I want to see how they put that into play against a team like this. I'm quite excited.
Yeah, Fusion's a weird map in the sense that like decking just feels like both important and not important at the same time. I mean, sometimes like you can cap second without like decking, and a lot of people do end up capping first without getting the turrets just with like lots of stealth rushes, but like you could still like deck it, and like if you like bring some heavies, there are a lot of like options you could do. Like there is like we're expecting the stealth rush probably, right? But if they just bring a lot of basilisks, and
at this point it's probably safe to say it's meta, if it hasn't always been like that.
Right, but there is at least procs on the basilisk. And Tope may just do like an Ion or another basilisk as well that will be attacking first on the US server. And that'll give them a fairly good advantage, probably. Especially since like Zakan, 160 ping, furthest, like, far in Russia. And they don't have their one EU player on Wintermute as well. But then that'll be switched, I assume, when they have to defend. Like Muted likes playing bolt gun, but it's people always say they can't really do bolt gun well on like 90 to 100 ping, which I'm assuming they'll have when they switch to the EU server.
I'll be really actually interested to see how they handle players like Alpha and Prox, because the thing is, like, we say like Full is a very meat space heavy team, but players like Alpha, Prox, and Torp, like, they're gonna give you a really hard time in meat space, especially Muted as well. If Muted is on Tesla, like that, he's gonna soften up those players and he's gonna set up some really strong kills for Prox, especially if Prox is on, like you said, Bazzi, Ion. Like that's dangerous. Especially, we haven't seen Alpha do it much. But Alpha on Ion, I want to see him. I want to see him do it. Like, he could be dangerous right now, especially on defense as well. Although I believe they're starting on attack, are they?
Wintermute attack first, yes.
Yeah. So to be honest with you, Ion attack is still really good. We'll see though. We'll see what they do. I think he is going to be a little bit hesitant to do that because Euphos, Para, Rag, Pairs are all very competent AR players, so they're probably going to right-click him into oblivion if he does it. But yeah, it looks like we're getting ready to go.
And yeah, it's like the one, I guess, problem with Wintermute is that there are a lot of players that want to be heavy, but usually there will probably only just be one.
It's actually true,
But maybe
yeah.
there'll be two. Alpha does a lot of like Ion Heavy, but then there's Taupe with the Rocket and Prox with the Basilisk, of course. I know besides Heavy, Alpha does do the Bolt Gun, but then when they go to the other server, they'll have the problem with bolt gunning on that ping, which you may still try to do it anyway. I get like 70, 80 ping on the other server from the East Coast, which is like doable enough for like bolt gun and grenade launcher. Not quite ideal, especially since I don't really get to play on them normally. But it can work.
So we're just waiting until teams are indeed ready. Let's see.
So infrequent. Who do you think is going to win?
Say that again, man?
Who do you think is going to win this match?
It's hard to say. Okay. I think if Wintermute were on defense, I'd actually genuinely say that Wintermute might take this. But with full on defense now, I think that honestly full could just shut them down on second objective, and they're not going to get any further than that. I think that Wintermute genuinely faced the very real risk of getting trapped in doing the same push over and over again, and it's going to be reliant on procs to switch it up, and I don't think that's going to be enough.
Right. Well, we are getting into it now. I guess the one thing about Fusion is that it can take a long time or a very short time, especially with the last objective being very easy to break once you actually get in there. Like getting there is pretty hard, but once you actually get in there, a bolt gun can just kill all of them like very quickly. Let's see, Prox is decking, and there's a rocket from Taupe on a fence. Might be stripping. And they've actually... Oh, the turret's got on there just now, but Taupe is caught between the turret, unfortunately. So yeah, they didn't do the stealth rush. And the one heavy they had was Rocket.
I actually really like that defensive player that you just saw from Sakan there. To be able to take those turrets there at the last second to get 2 kills is insane. And they just did that defense without a heavy. Full medium defense. Very strong player.
Yeah, I think with the way the Punk's chip goes, like if they deck in, like you can prevent them from getting into the turret room like that. And they were prevented for a bit, but then the turrets really shredded those players. And Taupe's in there with the rocket again, fisting the wall. Gets a fist on the AR, and oh yeah, it's not looking good for the corpse. Yeah, all 5 Punks alive. They could, well, at least
They're gonna get it now.
Yeah, they're gonna get it. It's fairly quick as well. There have been like some if you're like really good, you could get it in under a minute, but minute 24 is pretty good. Usually it's at least around like 2 minutes. And ooh. The corpse are really stripped already, and Prox bolt jumped into the vent. On a fence. But a back attack, but then Sakan's full with the grenade launcher. So now Punks should be, Prox is decking, but the corpse just respawned. Sakan just switched. He was on the GL, but got to the Ion. Oh, they have the door.
Very fast second objective.
Yeah, very quick. But it's looking like they could probably backcap here. Actually, wait, they all have tax. That's terrible. The corpse, they're not going to be able to backcap because they don't have a deck. It's 4 tax and a heavy. It's a massive miscommunication.
But it took them that long to kill Proxo. That's a lot of time wasted there, and they're not going for the recap. They've no
Yeah,
decks. This is a
they have
massive
no
failure.
Yeah. Like they did get a fairly quick respawn off. Like they probably should have been able to recap, but 0 decking. I mean, like I know I did say like this map is like one where you can like it feels like Cyber is both good and bad, but if you don't even have a deck for like a back cap, and knowing they're probably going to like cap it. Now Sakan finally has a deck, and so does Parasite, but I think Parasite is one of their newer players, so it's probably not like used to like decking objectives. But yeah, they're gonna have to like defend this for 20 minutes.
They're not going to be able to defend this for 20 minutes, man. They have teleporters now. They're applying split pressure. Yes, they're fully going to get a lot of kills on those teleporters, but once they start pushing down main, it's going to be Sakan holding main on his own, and Torp is just going to destroy him. This is dangerous. This is very dangerous right now for full.
Yeah, they have the like Parasite and Sakan with the decks, like I said, but they're not using them. Like getting the teleporter control is very crucial. And there's the AR and the rocket going through the teleporters. They don't have turrets either. And even if they did have turrets, they can be shot down, but it can buy some time. It's like Rag and Pear's very, very low. It's going to take a lot to keep them from opening the door here. And Mutant and Prox, yeah, they have 2 bolt guns. They can get this really quickly. I guess we're gonna have another quick fusion game today.
Wow.
Wait. Huh? Is that a maintain security Sakan? I mean, he wasn't decking. I guess it's just a bug. Did he like just go there and get the defense? Well, not got the objective back, but not the defense. Well, I don't know. It doesn't matter because you should be going for the security over the objective. Like once you get there, but it's gonna be a very tough time to beat for full. It's not impossible, but they're gonna have their work cut out for them.
Okay, so
Come again, infrequent?
yeah, 440. Was that 446? 436?
That is 446.
Yes.
That is like a rapid time. Like even for Fusion, we know that Fusion is a very fast map, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I did not expect such a fast take like that. That was a very strong performance there from Wintermute. Like, I worry.
Yeah, it's just
I worry now for full because you got to think about the whole mental side of this, right? Okay, it's like how do they feel about that performance that they just did there? Now, like the pressure is on, right? You need to be able to not only smash through first, you need to smash through second and buy as much time as possible to get that push on third. Third is a very difficult objective to push. Even though Wintermute just made it look easy, it is actually a very difficult objective to push. It's easy to defend it, even with the teleporters. They've got their work cut out for them right now, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we had a double or even triple heavy push from them right now.
Yeah, this is it just all happened so quickly. I know Sakan was decking, they got the turret on that first push, but then there's just no decking on second at all, and then or third even. Like people got decks, but there's just no decking, and that ultimately led to a very quick downfall. Honestly, I mean, I'm sure, you know, Wintermute, yeah, Wintermute played well. It's just, but they Fold definitely dropped the ball there, not decking. Sakan's ping is worse than the EU server. I guess he must be in a very, very weird part of Russia then. But I mean, it's something weird.
That
Yeah, I
was
guess.
certainly unexpected. I think nobody
Yeah.
saw that coming.
Yeah, not even Benika saw that incoming. I just, I don't know what to say. Like, huh? I guess if you were expecting one of these fusion matches to be faster, I think the other one I didn't watch it, but NSF did hold out longer than 5 minutes, like about 7, I think.
Yes.
But yeah, there's this. Like I said, there's must have been a big miscommunication for tax, no decks. I mean, like there can be too much of a good thing. Like sometimes you have one tack, but 4 on that second, like getting second back there was definitely really required to like. It's not well, you can hold the last objective for a long time. It's just that really did not end up happening. But you know, at least with the like some of the scrims with my team went, we ended up losing the map relatively quickly. Not like 5 minutes quickly, more like 10 or so. But then we just got it faster. So it's like I could see full capping faster. It's gonna be very hard, like very strict time limit, but it's technically possible. They have the skill. They just have to remember to take decks this time, especially on second. Because if you don't have that deck, you just can't cap that. I will say it was very very interesting play from Prox to just bolt up into that vent room, and then like distracting the 2 mediums there, and then backstabbing. It probably wasn't like necessary, but it was very very interesting.
All right. We're going to the next round.
All right.
Yeah, I'm actually really interested to see what sort of setup they're going to be using in this attack.
Looks
Full
like
light?
a full, well, light stealth rush, but Salcon is also decking.
Don't agree with the decking. I don't think they have the time for that. Muted. Yep, there
Yeah,
it is.
muted. The Tesla really shredded those lights. Unfortunate for them.
And he gets Parasite as well by taking minimal damage. It's just down to your force.
Two heavies on defense. Taupe with the rocket and Prox for the Basilisk.
Yeah, showing that really like the heavy defense is just so good on first objective. You buy yourself much needed time, and they're still sticking with a light push, which obviously is very strong. They're killing turrets though. I don't agree with that. If the Cortex doesn't get any value, muted with a good grenade there, just down to Sakan, and he's just killing turrets.
Yeah, Parasite There were quite a few bolts. Usually it's the shotguns. I like to bring the laser rifle. Sometimes, usually it doesn't work too well, but bolt gun is good for chunking, but it's not good for actually dealing damage to the objective, which has barely been touched.
Rag on the heavy basilisk. He's gonna run into a turret right now, though. He's half stripped already, and the turret's half damage. It's just down to him. It's not going to be enough. There's still 2 left. He's got a Tesla and a Bazzi to contest with. The Bazzi's healthy.
These turrets respawn fairly quickly, and they have large health, so it's like by the time he gets the turret down, the other one will just respawn, I'd imagine. And they only have 3 minutes left to do this. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, that turret came back up and killed Rag, like I said. And all these meta plants on the corpse are really helping keep procs healthy. Taupe actually switched off a rocket to AR.
And yeah, it's a heavy
It's
AR
like
push.
good either way. Oh, there are 3 mediums, but there's still that 1 turret alive. That's gonna be
Procs on a sliver of HP. But the thing is, they're killing these turrets like
yeah,
out of
it
sync.
takes yeah. By the time they get it down, the other one's gonna spawn.
Yeah,
And they're really good turret targeting from this latest patch. It's gonna shred them.
Yeah, and Taupe is playing really far forward here. He's getting kills here. He's took down Pairs, Yufos and Sakan. Brox has a Mediplan healing him up as well. So even though he's stripped, he's still going strong. Sakan on the
there's
MK.
that turret respawn.
Spent a lot of ammo killing that turret, but it's still not down. There it goes. So that brings the timer a bit more close to each other, but again,
Yeah, it's just with there's 1 minute 30 seconds left. It's
no damage on first.
even if they just AFK, it's not enough time. Well, I guess if they fully AFK, there's enough
They're
time
gonna get
maybe,
it
but
here.
they're not. And I guess they just wipe. But they got
Oh.
something.
I've just noticed Wintermute have 4 Haruhi Suzumiya sprays on first objective wall. That's pretty cool. I like that. That's cool as fuck.
Oh. I don't have sprays enabled, so I didn't see those. I did hear the spray going off, but Punk's not. But Prox is gonna clean up all the very low people. They were like in a decent position to maybe get a fast cap on this, but yeah, Prox was really clean up there, and I think they had like a lot of lights, so it's just very hard to like push in on that. And now there's Taupe on the Rocket Heavy, gonna really cement this objective. There's Rack of the AR, but not going in. With Sakana the Ion misses on Taupe, unfortunately. It's gonna B-hop in there, but in the 3-4 core, gets 1 medium, but just gets shredded by the Basilisk.
And yeah.
Yeah, and that is time. They at least got the first objective. 3 minutes, 27 seconds. It's not. I mean, if they did it better on defense, it wouldn't be like the end of the world because it's still like a lot of time. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. There must have been like some kind of miscommunication. Maybe like like the bystander effect. Someone thought someone else was going to deck, but yeah, that 4 tax on that respawn on second was really like the breaking point there, I guess, for that game.
Well, I guess we're going to have to find out and see what happened there. I'm gonna check in with Full. Give me a sec. Hey,
Hello.
Hi.
Hey.
man,
Hey,
what
guys.
happened?
Hello.
You
We
know,
lost. I think.
Yeah, we lost Identity C.
Well, I mean, we lost,
Yeah,
but
but
with the cortex damage.
I guess
I
you
don't
could
know, it's
call that
a rolling map. It feels like when I've been playing this map in Pugs and stuff recently, it's always been pretty fast. Like 8 minutes, but they got us good, like with the spawn timers. Thing with a lot of lights too, so they had quick refills of players.
Yeah, it's almost like a faster detonator in some ways, right? But it feels like to me like Fusion just has that little bit of reliance on like that, you know, the decking switch is like having cyber objectives and or having that sort of coordination to deal with the turrets and such. Because like, yeah, it felt like they were very capable to shut down the pushes and just hold that for the 4 minutes, which is crazy.
I mean, holding for 4 minutes, though. I mean, it's not impossible. It's more that we lost
not, but
so
it's
fast.
Fusion. It's Fusion at the end of the day, isn't it?
Yeah.
You'd expect it to be really fast.
Yeah, at least it has the potential to be really fast. It's just what happened. I'm pretty sure there were 4 attacks on that spawn before they capped second. And then I did see they even got the gas, so it was very unfortunate there.
I mean, they had the. I mean, you get the second objective control pretty fast. If you're like have a lot of players alive, you can get it before the defenders. So I don't know. After that, it's kind of hard to retake it because they had a heavy in that wave too, I think, as well.
Yeah, it's just. I mean, you all didn't have any decks though, so you couldn't even like retake it really.
Yeah,
there was no point.
There
was 0 point of doing that.
Heavy battle, lose the light battle.
Yeah, it's just I was like wondering, like, did someone else like expect like someone else is like taking a deck there, or just some like miscommunication?
We had to get meat because they had a guy decking it. Like decking in there to getting back gas is not going to help.
No, but to like take back the objective once they get it though.
Oh yeah. I mean, Sakan was the only decker there on that spawn wave. Maybe one more should have gone deck, but it was. I mean, we got meat after we won. Like we succeeded in taking meat, but we had only 4 attacks there, and Sakan was on spawn.
Yeah, I thought if I remember correctly, I thought Sakan was heavy for that spawn. I think he had a deck later, but didn't end up using it. Maybe because of like the pressure just in the meat space, like the teleporters.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, they had a good push on the third as well.
All right.
Yeah,
well, that's it. Your upcoming match is against NSF. Anything you might want to add to that?
It's in 2 weeks, right?
It's in 2 weeks, yes.
Vacation. No, that's cool.
It's cool. All right. Thanks, guys, for playing. We're gonna check in on Wintermute, see what they have to say, and we'll see you in the next match.
Yeah, GG.
Hey.
Hello.
Yo.
Hi.
Hello.
Oh, hey.
Yeah, what's up?
Well,
yeah, that was a game.
The game of Dystopia has been played.
Did not expect that at all.
Nobody did.
Yeah.
Yeah, we played that one very carefully, not doing any stupid thing.
I think so. Maybe. Perhaps.
Yeah, getting the cyber control helped a lot. They did get a spawn back before you recap, but I saw you all had the gas down, so that really stripped them. But even then, it sounded like I don't think there was a deck, or like maybe there's like one deck, but they died or something. But
yeah,
they didn't even like have by that point, either way, didn't really have like a chance to recap. Which I guess it's not like the most. I guess there's like a potential for ping pong there, but not like to the extent like say Detonate is known for.
Oh god.
But I guess you didn't have to deal with that, which is always nice.
Yeah, we anticipated their cyber presence wouldn't be crazy or anything.
Well, Sakan did deck the turrets back
Yeah, I fumbled first cap because I thought like, oh, they're probably gonna just all 5 be in meat, but no, they capped it immediately, and I was like,
Yeah,
I gotta get the whole thing. So
we got off on a bad foot with that one.
that was my fault.
Yeah, I'm not sure of the meta of that, but I think the punk spawn is like it's close enough that you can just like prevent them from being able to cap it at all, basically, as long as you just like deck them out and they'll just like zoom into there, right?
I don't know. It's pretty fast for punks to zoom in there and get it immediately, and I thought they wouldn't recap, so yeah, it was just a bad call. But other than that, like the weird bumblebee ass like weird shit I was doing on second seemed to work pretty well. I mean, along with us getting a bunch of picks everywhere, but I was like bouncing around near the vents and shit for a while.
We also got lucky. This is like our best map so far.
Yeah.
So what's going to be banned in the next game?
Yeah, this one.
Infect maybe? I don't know.
Well, this one will automatically be banned because it's
There
just
you go.
plated.
Yeah.
So
Let me quickly check. It's where you're gonna play Duno next, and they have played.
Infect.
Infect, yeah.
well, no, but that was last week.
Yeah.
You're playing tomorrow?
Oh, they, yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
we're playing.
yeah. Sorry.
I think it's vaccine.
It's vaccine, yes.
I can do Infect.
Someone was like, I'm not gonna be
That
there,
would be a
actually.
fun match. Right? Oh, okay. Well,
I think
GG.
also on attack, Sakon's ping was like 370 or something.
Yeah,
that
that's
was
just
ridiculous.
unfortunate. Like, there's no winning there.
No.
Yeah. It's a little weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that either. We chose Ireland for a specific reason, but I didn't expect it to be that bad for Sakan. But yeah.
You can tell us and be honest. The real reason is the Guinness sponsorship.
I wish.
He joined
Yeah,
back
maybe
at
one day.
160 ping. I don't know if that stuck around. I didn't look at the scoreboard while playing.
I thought that was during the EU server. They had
He joined, he
160.
had like 360 or something, then he left and rejoined at 160, so I'm not sure. I didn't check during the match. I have better things to do, like spraying, like working on our spray.
Yeah, that was quite
Oh, yeah.
impressive. I saw that.
Just I had sprays disabled, but it sounded like you each had like a spray that was like a fraction of a spray.
The 4 quadrants.
Yeah.
This putting the teamwork in there.
Gotta
I
check
see.
the what. Yeah, alright. Your upcoming match is against Dono. And should Dono win tomorrow, it's actually going to decide who is going to be in the top seed in the finals. You know.
Is Scrim
Alright,
playing tomorrow, or is he not playing on our match?
I'm not playing. So this round robin is just these 4 rounds?
It's 5.
Is that right?
It's 5. We're just gonna have a break next week so we can space it out a bit. And it's also like, I think 4th of July. Yeah, it's 4th of July there, and there's a whole bunch of people who are just missing next week. So we just decided to jam in a break week, and then we're gonna start with the last week. You know, week 5. Finish our group stage, and then we go over into finals, tiebreakers, and so on.
Right.
Gotcha.
Makes sense.
I don't know.
It's just
I just
halfway.
thought it
pretty
sounded
much.
like because of like the break week. But okay.
Yeah, it might be a bit odd, but you can't really jam in a break week into 5 weeks properly, so yeah.
Well, I guess I don't know. I guess if it was me, I figured it'd be the break like after the rounds are done. But it's whatever either way.
It doesn't really matter, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, guys. Yeah, we're gonna close it off here. We're gonna take a quick look at the bracket. Apart from that, I don't see a pub going on, but feel free to join one or join a pug. Yeah, Johnny is already like pinging everyone to pub. We're just gonna take a quick look at the bracket, and then we will see you on Sunday. Thanks for playing,
great
guys.
Game, guys. Appreciate
Good
it.
game.
Thank you.
Thank
good
you.
game.
Alright, guys. One last look at the bracket. Let's see. So we're gonna have the Nullicorns versus Dono on Sunday. That's going to happen at 19 UTC. And then we're gonna have, as I already said, 1 week break. Then week 5 will start, and then it pretty much comes down to the wire. Should Dono win on Sunday, then the match Dono versus Wintermute will decide who will go in with an advantage into the finals. Apart from that, let's take a quick look at the rankings. I have to open that up here. So we have NSF and Full, who are also tied for 5th. Nades without numbers, or number, sorry. They are firmly in place 3 right now. And the Nullicorns are place 6. So yeah. Guys wanna add anything to that?
I mean, yeah. So, I guess, yeah. So it's looking like Wintermute, because Wintermute did just like confirm their, like Wintermute hasn't lost.
Yeah,
I'm reading this correctly, right?
They will Wintermute will definitely go into the final.
Yeah, in my team, we haven't lost either. So yeah, that will be a very important match week 5, I guess, for this advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Assuming we beat the Nullicorns, which, you know, I'm not there, so if we lose, it's not my fault. Or maybe it's my fault for not being there, but anything could happen. Because we definitely weren't expecting this result today. And I think when I was casting that match before, Wintermute versus Nades Without Number, I thought Nades Without Number were going to win. Well, let's see, hypothetically, if we do lose against the Nullicorns. See, Nades Without Number, they have 2 wins, so I guess they can't really.
Yeah, there's not much we can do.
So yeah, I guess even if we do lose, I guess we're going to be in the finals, then, aren't we? I think.
What?
I don't know. It's a lot. It's a lot of numbers, you know. Actually, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff to think about.
Well, yeah, we're gonna crunch those numbers eventually, but today is not the day. Apart from that, I guess that's it.
Muffin. We do have a potential show match. Don't forget, guys.
Oh yeah,
potential show match. So keep an eye out for that. We may be calling on some people to hop in, maybe get involved. That's probably going to be happening on the week that the break is occurring. So we are still going to have stuff going on. It's probably going to be an infect match between Duno and Nades Without Number. So keep an eye out for that.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Yeah, apart from that, that's it for us for today. Tune in Sunday, as I said, 19 UTC. It's going to be Nullicorns versus Duno on Vaccine. That's our first Vaccine, if I remember.
Yep.
Yeah. And until then, see you then.
Bye.
See ya.